Imagine this. A small cafe, maybe somewhere you'd walk past every day. It's in a bustling city, but the customers just aren't coming. Revenue plummeting, down 45% in just 1 year. And their online ratings, pretty dismal, really stuck below 3.0 stars. Sounds like they're heading for closure, right? But what if I told you this same struggling place didn't just, survive? It completely turned things around. It actually tripled its revenue in only 6 months. That's our mission for this deep dive. We're going to unpack exactly how they did it, looking at the case study of a place called Café Revive. Our source material is this really insightful business analysis. It's titled, How a Failing Cafe Tripled Its Revenue in 6 months. So let's picture Café Revive. It's this small urban spot in Pune, India. Nice location, should be doing well, but it was real trouble. The problems were, well, kind of all over the place. Poor service, yeah. An outdated menu that just wasn't exciting anyone. And maybe the biggest thing, practically zero online presence. In today's world, that's tough. Sounds like a classic small business struggle.
It absolutely was. And the analysis really digs into why it was so bad. Those ratings, for instance, below 3.0 stars on Google and Zomato's huge in India, like Yelp or DoorDash maybe. So really low ratings are like a warning sign flashing to potential customers.
Yeah, that's definitely going to put people off.
Totally. And then there was, well, nothing else. No digital marketing, no loyalty programs to keep people coming back, just nothing. Operationally, things were messy too. Bad staff scheduling meant long waits, really frustrating for customers.
Oh, yeah, waiting ages for coffee is the worst.
Exactly. And crucially, they had no tie-ups with delivery platforms like Swiggy or Zomato again. They were completely missing out on that whole delivery market.
Wow, okay, so a pretty grim picture. Low ratings, no marketing, bad service, no delivery. Where do you even start fixing that? What was the turning point?
Well, they didn't just dip their toes in. They went for a multi-pronged approach. Pretty aggressive, actually. First up, a full rebranding. Not just paint, but a whole new theme, a modern menu. They specifically added vegan options, which was smart.
Tapping into that trend, broadening the appeal.
Exactly, attracting a new crowd. Second, they tackled that online invisibility head-on. Got themselves onto Swiggy and Zomato immediately. That's instant access to customers looking for delivery.
Right, opens up a whole new channel.
And they launched an Instagram strategy. Not just posting pictures, but running weekly offers, creating buzz, actually driving orders.
Okay, so that brings new people in. But what about keeping them? You mentioned loyalty earlier.
Yeah, that was the third piece, customer retention. They brought in a simple loyalty card, makes repeat customers feel valued, gives them a reason to choose them.
Makes sense. Small thing, big impact potentially.
And fourth, really important, they hired a part-time operations manager.
Someone focused just on fixing the service and wait times.
Precisely, to sort out the scheduling, streamline things, make sure the experience matched the new brand promise.
Okay, so rebranding, digital push, loyalty, and operational fixes. That's a lot in 6 months. Did it actually work? What were the results?
Oh, it worked. The results were, frankly, incredible, especially for just 6 months. Remember that plummeting revenue? It went from around 1.5 lakhs a month, that's maybe $1,800 to 4.8 lakhs, nearly $5,800.
Wow, that's more than triple.
Yep. And the customer ratings shot up from that awful 2.9 to a really solid 4.4 stars.
Huge difference. People were clearly noticing.
Definitely. Foot traffic in the actual cafe climbed by 70%. 70%.
Amazing.
And delivery, that thing that didn't exist before, now accounts for, get this, 35% of their total orders.
35% from zero. That's a whole new business stream.
Exactly. And what's really fascinating here, the core lesson from the source, I think, it's how all these pieces work together. It wasn't just fixing one thing. It was the right mix. The branding, the digital side, and those crucial operational improvements. That synergy is what fueled the growth.
That makes a lot of sense. It wasn't just a superficial makeover. They fixed the engine too. So thinking about this, maybe you listening don't own a cafe. But what stands out to you from Café Revive's strategies? How could these ideas targeted change? Hitting branding, digital, operations, loyalty. How could they apply to a challenge you're dealing with? Maybe at work, maybe a personal project. Café Revive's story is just a really powerful example of how strategic, focused changes can turn things around dramatically, from near failure to real success.
It really is, and it kind of raises an important question for all of us, doesn't it? How can you take these insights about redefining your approach, engaging where people are now, like digitally, and really smoothing out how things work and apply them somewhere in your own world? Could that kind of strategic shift, turn something that feels like a crisis into your own surprising success story?